Okay, as promised, we are going to work on what I call a joy jar. I'm sure there's other names for it. This is something I did years ago when my mom was still alive and had breast cancer. And I printed off a bunch of quotes on different colors of paper and cut them apart and then put them in a basket with a few little just wrapped goodies also. So the kind of quotes fully depend on what you're looking for. Okay, there's all different kinds of quotes out there. And you can actually get on your phone, laptop, tablet, whatever. And what I did, get those out of the way, was just pulled up free printable inspirational quotes and then click enter and all this stuff starts coming up. And a lot of these are free. So you can either print them out and then cut them out, whatever you prefer, or what I had done was I typed them up using different fonts and things and then printed them out on just colored like printer paper. Okay, use several different colors. And so I have all these. Then I thought, okay, how can I adapt this so that this could be something easy that anybody could do? Well, not a lot of money involved with an empty mayonnaise container. Clean it, wash it, dry it, cut your quotes, stuff them all in. Okay, move that to the side. We're not going to mess with all that right now. And then scrapbook paper. So this is just a 12 by 12 and it is textured. You can see the little lines. It's got that pool or beachy feel to it. And what I'm going to do is look right here and see how wide does this have to be to go from this line to this line. Because all I really care about covering is this middle section where the glue stuff still is. And it looks like I would have to cut right through that one. So I'm going to cut here. So you can get out your paper cutter or your even your scissors for whatever kind of paper you pick. All right, so this is totally where you get to use your imagination and just go for it. So I'm cutting that piece of paper. There we go. The extras to the side. If you're wanting to do a few of these, the one sheet of paper will work for several. All right, I have my glue gun heating up over here. And so what I'm going to do is just see. Goes around and then overlaps right there. Now, because my blade is a little old, I have frayed edges at the end. You could trim all that off. Okay, also, because it's a hot glue gun, if I just put that hot glue on here, it's liable to melt this. So what I'm going to do is take and put some hot glue on the paper, if I can get it unstuck from my fingers. There we go. I'm going to put it here and give it just a few seconds so it's not quite so melty hot. And then I'm going to attach it to my container. And the thing about plastic and hot glue is if I wanted to, I could pop that right back off. Okay, so there's that. It's on. Wrapping around here. Line this up. And now I'm going to put glue on this portion. Let's just dump that out. It wants to fall out anyway. So now I'm going to put a roll of hot glue right across there. being careful that I don't burn my fingers. I'm going to roll that around. Stick it down. Let it cool. Now, that paper's on there, so all I had to do was go up the back. Then, for the front, I know I want to decorate it somehow, so I actually found this blue paper. And none of these little papers are blue, but I think that's okay. And this is actually like a cardstock, but I do like that color. So I'm going to take my paper cutter once again, and I'm going to look and see, okay, there's a ruler on this cutter. So I know top to bottom, 3 inches-ish, but I don't want to go real far across. Let's see. Let's just guess. I know that's always interesting when you guess on something, isn't it? Let's just start with 3 by 5. And I know that's going to be too big, but that's okay. Yeah, see, that's way too big. But from there now I can start cutting down and guess at what I need. Here's the piece that's left. What is this? This is a 3 by 3.5. I still want smaller. So what if I go here and make it a 2 by 3.5? That's pretty good. I'll still be able to read that. I'm going to go a little smaller. Actually, let's take it down to, and see, depending on what size jar, this is real life. I'm just showing you. You're going to have to experiment and see what size you end up with. Now, this one is actually a 2 by 2.5. And I do like that. I like that size. And I said I was going to call this a joy jar. So I am going to come in. I know I'm not writing upside down for you. I'm just going to take a brush tip pen. This is a Tombow. And I'm just going to write joy. Jar. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. You're wanting this to be a gift for somebody, and you're not really wanting it to look store-bought anyway. So there's my joy jar. Okay, then I'm going to take, this time I think instead of hot glue, I'm going to just use a scrapbooking tape runner, and they come in all different. This is handy for any time you're making little tags and stuff. Just go around it on the back. And I hope that was dry on the front, because if not, it's all smeared up now. I just put a little bit of extra because the container is rounded. And it was dry, so that's good. Find the back. Go to your front. Make sure it's upright. And because my paper has lines on it, I can just line it up with that. Smush it on. Okay, and the blue is also going to go nicely with the lid. Okay, then take all your little cut up pieces, put inside. And if you've got a friend, coworker, whatever, that's just going through some things, just stuff all those in, and you can give this to them, and it's really an inexpensive little gift, and every day they can pull something out. You know, the other thing you can do, put this on your desk at work. People can come by and just grab a little saying. Okay, and then from time to time you can refill it, or they can look at it and put it back in. But there is your joy jar. So again, it's something that's very economical. It's very basic, very easy, but yet it's pretty enough that you can leave it set out or give it as a gift. You could even put the person's name on the front. You could put thinking of you, verse of the day, and just fill it with Bible verses. I'm praying for you. Put a silk flower glued to the front. It's pretty much up to you where you take the idea. I'm just giving you a jumping off point. So this is that joy jar that I've been talking about that I said I was going to show. And yeah, leave your comments down below. I read all those comments. I'd love to know if you're making one. And if so, what kind of jar did you use? Did you use a canning jar? Did you use a pickle jar? If you use a pickle jar, ooh, get that smell out first. But anyway, yeah, have fun with these. I'd love to hear back from you. I do read and answer all the comments. So thumbs up, I hope. All right, thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll talk to you again in a few more days. Bye.